am so thankful that you have agreed to talk to us today, Anita, about the precious prize. And you are going to deal with the subject of friends and frenemies that came up in the book. But before we go into that, I want to first of all say welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
All right. Well, I know that you've had a number of years of experience at the executive level and you've dealt with friendships with people that you've known in the corporate setting and then in your personal life from high school through college. And so you know a lot about how women interact with one another. So we see in the book that the character Stacy was really a frenemy. And my question is, what causes a friend to change that way?
Well, I think a friend can change when they focus too much on what you're doing. Perhaps that they envy or they're jealous of your success, or they almost want to become you. Or maybe they see things aren't going as well in your life, and they look over and see that there are things that you're doing really well. So there's an element of jealousy that comes into play to kind of start that cycle of becoming a frenemy.
Just so that we're clear what we mean when we say a frenemy, this is somebody who was a friend or is someone who's not a true friend or truly a friend, but not quite your enemy. Oh my goodness. So then what's the best way to handle a frenemy?
I think having open, honest, and direct communication when you start to see signs of maybe the friendship changing, having that discussion and maybe establishing some boundaries around the friendship. So, for example, if you know someone is really jealous of your situation and starting to almost sabotage your friendship, maybe establish some boundaries. Maybe there are certain things you don't share with them, or you don't give them access to certain parts of your life. But also having that upfront conversation, not wishing it away and saying, I'm seeing our friendship is changing, and forcing that conversation, I think maybe in some cases could alleviate that shift in the friendship.
Oh my goodness, that's telling us that we've got to care enough to confront the situation instead of, sweeping it away or whatever. Well,
Mhm.
in that case, because in this situation, she started off as a friend. So how can we recognize when we're dealing with a true friend?
A true friend will be there to support you, to lift you up, to you'll be able to confide in them and share things about your life, but also you'll be that same person for them, and so you'll share things. You'll be there for them when they're going through difficult times, celebrate their success when things are going well. So I think that reciprocal relationship is key. So it can't be one-sided.
That's wonderful. I like the idea that they can celebrate with you and celebrate your success. This time is speeding by, and I just want to get to our fourth and final question. And I guess what I want to find out is, are there levels of friendship?
Absolutely. I think there are some friends that are surface or associates. Maybe they're people that you work with that you don't necessarily involve yourself. I think that there are definitely levels to friendship. There are people that you may be really close with outside of work. Maybe you're close, your families are close, or you just maybe share that with them things a little bit deeper than you would a surface level friendship. So I think recognizing those phases and differences, I think there are different types of friendships that you can embrace differently.
Well, thank you so much. I know that this issue comes up in relationships, and I'm so glad that you've addressed it. It's come up in this book, and we don't want to give the plot away of how to deal with this. I want to give you the final words, thanking you for talking about this but this is a problem that we contend with in dealing with relationships.
So I think the best thing to do is just be supportive of one another, to constantly communicate because things change.
Thank you. And yes, I look forward to having more discussions with others as we continue our journey talking about the precious price. Thank you. Bye bye.